Konnichiwa! Welcome back for another video. This is Mark and I'm going to bring you to Japan, where I spent 2 weeks with my wife, but I've also been busy. I'm going to share with you 2 updates that I made on my product and software. I'm also going to share transparently every revenue that I got from my 7 products. I'm going to talk about a new book that I read this month that changed the way I work and how I'm able to produce more while working a little bit less, and I am going to show you how my server got hacked and I end up having a massive bill that I still have to pay and I don't know how to fix this. And finally, a little reflection on how I grow this YouTube channel from 0 to 45,000 subscribers in 4 months. Alright, let's go! I added a new feature to my code boilerplate ShipFast. I wanted to bring some gamification elements to the process of building startups to help people stay motivated on the long term. And so now, makers of ShipFast can compete for the ShipFast Leaderboards. The leaderboard will rank projects made with ShipFast based on their actual revenue. There are 2 leaderboards, an all-time high where it shows the entire revenue since the person got started, and another one for the current month to make sure that newcomers have a chance to rank on those leaderboards. The links on the leaderboard are clickable, so hopefully that brings a little extra traffic to the projects that are featured. So ShipFast Maker can log into their account, and there are a few things that they can polish, like they can change their profile picture, name, and Twitter handle, and then makers can add as many startups as they want and handle which one are shown on the leaderboard. This is an addition to the current Discord community, and I hope this helps makers stay motivated and show up every day.
Oh, it's shaky! Ah! No! No! Oh wow, in Japan, this is so cool.
I also added a new feature on my tiny software called PoopUps. PoopUps is a little marketing tool that users use to increase their website conversion rate. They will show a pop-up notification to know they either understand the problem of their customers or to show some time-sensitive notifications like a discount coupon that's available only for a few hours. I use a feedback collection tool called Canny in order to understand what customers want from the product. Customers can create features requests and also upvote other feature requests. And every week I will open the Canny board and just see which feature is the most requested. And people ask for clickable pop-ups. So I implemented the feature. Basically, now all those pop-up notifications can be clicked and they will open a new tab and redirect to any link the customer wants. Okay, now the not so fun part update for this month. One of my servers got attacked. I believe it's a denial of service attack. So it happened on AWS. I'm using 2 services from Amazon, the S3 bucket where I put basically all my images and videos for my website, as well as AWS CloudFront, basically a CDN so that images and videos would load faster. And I realized this month that the bills for the previous month was about $2,000 US, which is really strange because I usually spend somewhere from $5 to $50 per month. So I knew something was wrong. And so when I checked the CloudFront's usage, I saw that there are 3 weird spikes of traffic. I think about over 10 terabytes of data were transferred, which is really weird because my website would get somewhere from 2,000 to 5,000 visitors per day. but we're far away from those 10 terabytes of data. So I reached out to the AWS support and it's still ongoing, but it looks like they're very friendly, and it looks like they're going to remove those spikes and just bill me as I would typically on a normal month. I also posted that story on Twitter and I was amazed to see that 90% of the comments would mention Cloudflare to solve these kind of things. I didn't want to change my tech stack, so I chose the simpler version. So I turned on AWS WAF. It's a firewall that should prevent these kind of attacks to happen again. And so far, it seems like it's working pretty well. I'm back home in my house in Bali. Let's talk about finances. In April 2024, I earned $143,280 US. Let's break down some of the revenue streams. A really good chunk of my revenue is coming from ShipFast, my boilerplate for developers to launch startups faster. It was around 40 to 80,000 per month since the launch 8 months ago, and this month it almost doubled. It's also a good month for my software like ByDispute, ZenVoice, and IndiePage. It made almost $6,000 this month, and I'm really happy with it. As I'm working on a very big project at the moment, they are not growing as fast as I wish they would, but as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna spend much more time on it, especially on IndiePage, for which I have big projects. By the way, you can check all the projects I'm talking about with a link to all my startups in description. And I also made about 2,000 in YouTube and Twitter revenue. Money in, money out. Let's talk about expenses. I spent about 13,000 this month to run the business. So there is about 500-ish US for the tech stack, about $2,000 for outsourcing some tasks like the video editing, and $6,000 for marketing. So affiliation and ads are the only two channels I spend money on. And finally, I spent $5,000 for Stripe, the payment processing platform I use to accept credit cards on all my websites. So that makes me around $130,000 in profit for this month. This is absolutely insane. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I've been coding ads for about 6 years now, and I've been earning like peanuts for such a long time, like almost literally 5 years, making somewhere from $0 to $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 per month. My wife and I have been living like cockroaches for 5 years or so. I would say no to dinner with friends because I couldn't afford it. I borrowed money from my parents to pay for this villa. If you go back in time on my Twitter account, you see that every month I still share the exact revenue I earn. And you could see that the 2 years prior to that, I would earn nothing from $100 to $1,000 per month. And what's happening this month and the previous 8 months have been absolutely insane. And I'm just so happy I stuck with doing what I'm doing, showing up daily and not quitting. I know how hard it is to keep pushing when nothing really is happening, but I promise you, if you do it, something will happen, because this is my story. I don't have any particular skills. I'm not especially smart. I don't have business friends who know everything about entrepreneurship. I just did the things that I wanted to do, code apps, for long enough until luck found me. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Every day I try to read about 15 minutes, and I usually finish one book per month. And this month I was reading Deep Work by Cal Newport. The book is really good. It's not crazy amazing, but it's a really good reminder that we live in a world of distractions, and this is definitely not helping us produce the things we want to produce. I try to have a working habit where I focus on the important tasks first, and then later on the day I will go online. And the book was really helpful to be even more religious about that. And so now I'm even more extreme in my work style, where I don't go online before 4 p.m. So it means my phone is off and I don't check emails, Twitter, YouTube, or anything else before that. And I realized that those 4 to 5 hours of undistracted work I get every day are very, very productive. If you find yourself checking your phone a little bit too much, I really recommend you reading the book. I'll share somewhere around here the notes I took when I read the book.
아, 사진 아니야.
I started this YouTube channel 4 months ago in the first week of January 2024. It was actually part of a New Year resolution, and so every Sunday I would go to my desk and just make whatever it is, one video. I did that for a month and nothing was really happening. And then about a month ago, YouTube decided to pick some of my videos and pop them out. And my channel went from a couple thousand subscribers to what it is now, I think around 45,000 subscribers. I feel like when I really want something and I create some kind of habit that I do consistently, something will happen. For instance, I started a newsletter in August 2023. I would write whatever I learned during the journey, and I would spend 4 hours every Saturday sending that newsletter. I almost didn't skip every single Saturday, and I've been sending, I think, well over 30 issues right now, and there are almost 20,000 readers on the newsletter. And the same thing happens for my daily life as well. A couple years ago, I was not in my best physical shape ever, and I decided to start working out every single day. I've done that for years, and even though I am not a bodybuilder, I feel fit and healthy, and that's enough for me. And now I built this identity of a guy who has to work out every day, who has to write a newsletter issue on Saturday, who has to make a YouTube video on Sunday, and it's very hard to give up those habits. I really believe there is some kind of powerful force that rewards people who show up consistently and don't give up. And it's probably thanks to this force that I'm able to talk to you through this YouTube video. By the way, I am very grateful for the attention you gave me through those YouTube videos. That makes me feel like I'm not some kind of weirdo. And I would like to thank you in Japanese. Arigatou gozaimasu. Alright, until the next video, I hope you just ship it. Cheers.
Wow, we're driving in Japan for the first time.